Hey, Brannon Beliso here. You living your best life. It is Friday, June 17th, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here on the West Coast. And what is this? Success Never Sleeps, where we as a collective of small business owners, martial arts school owners, potential entrepreneurs, everybody that has a vision and wants to create something, a business, a product, a service that's going to impact their community and fulfill people's needs. And I've been known as a disruptor, an early adopter, a critical thinker. I love to dream. I love to cultivate. I love to create. I was a songwriter, singer for a couple of decades, and it was the most beautiful thing just to sit there and pull out a guitar and create something out of nothing. So whether I'm creating a product like Kids Love Life Skills, I'm writing a book like Live, Learn, Grow, I'm producing my events, It's Time. It's really about creating something out of nothing. For me, there's nothing more satisfying. I am an artist, and an artist looks at a blank palette and goes, here's the unlimited potential. And that's what I'm here to share with you. You are that palette. You as a person are that palette, and you're this white canvas, and you can paint whatever picture you want. And we call that your life. So let me thank my sponsors. Hey, stay focused there. My sponsors are Market Muscles, Kids Love Life Skills, My Studio, and LC Accounting. All people that I believe are disruptors that are creating innovative, forward-thinking products in our industry. And for you early adopters that were there in the beginning with Market Muscles, good for you. My Studio, good for you. Kids Love Life Skills, it's grown into a phenomenal character development life skill system for children. You need to have a life skill system in your school. You know why? Then people view you as an investment versus an extracurricular activity. I was talking to a school owner. He said, people are leaving me for baseball and swimming. I said, that's because they don't see you any more than an activity. We need to position ourselves as a need. And that's really what we're going to talk about today. Community events that matter is really positioning yourself as a need. Cool. So what do we got coming up? Lots of cool stuff. I want to add that we've just added in Breakfast with Brannon. I'm going to be in Las Vegas for my son's basketball tournament. And it happens to be the same time as the Martial Arts Super Show. Go figure. So I'm going to fly in a day early for my son's tournament, and I'm offering breakfast right there, Breakfast with Brannon. Scan that code. It's going to be at the Mon Ami Gabi, and it's in the Paris Hotel and Resort on Monday, July 18th, 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. And we'll get to hang out. Hey, what's going on there? Stay focused. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I got too much light on my face. See if I move that light away, that's going to make a difference. The joy of cameras. There we go. And the neat thing is it's right off the monorail, and the monorail runs to the convention center. The monorail connects to certain resorts, so you won't be walking through the heat at 8:30 a.m. You can hop on the monorail, be with me, and then fly over to the Super Show afterwards, which starts later that day in the afternoon. And of course, it's a chance to be up close and personal. I'm really going to talk about certain things. Leadership through the recession is a big one, cultivating leaders. But more than anything, it's going to be a Q&A. Right? Where you can ask those questions. Plus, we're going to enjoy a 9-course breakfast. I've had it twice there. It's just amazing. It's stunning. A 9-course meal. Plus, you're going to spend this time together networking and really digging deep. I know a lot of my ideas are different, even eccentric, some would say, but they work for me. And if anything, you'll walk away from that table inspired to cultivate your version of success. Cool. So we'll fill our bellies, we'll fill our minds on July 18th, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Scan. There you go. Scan the QR code. Go. Scan it now. Take your phone out and scan it. All right. So my camera never does this. Never, ever. Never, ever. Until now. Let me see if I can fix that camera. Can I fix you? I'm going to go to FaceTime for a minute. I know, right? And come back to it and see if it cleans up. There you go. That's a little better. All right. So we got that coming up, right? That's the newest event to add into the mix. And then I also have It's Time Live Believe. We only have 6 spots left for the 4-day experience, which to me is life-changing. It is for me every time I facilitate it. It's 4 days with me. We're out in the forest. We're meditating together. We're cultivating. We're self-discovery, systems, the staff training, curriculum development, branding, social media, everything I believe it takes as a small business owner to be successful. You wear a lot of hats. You got to wear them well. And we just got, who we just added in? Zach Conley. Zach Conley's done a bunch of rebranding for schools I've worked with. But what I love about Zach that I think is going to be very valuable in his work, in his creative work, Roundhouse. God, I don't know the full name. Help me out, Virginia, if you're there. Put it in there. Somebody put it in the comments, please, because I want to make sure I give Zach a proper plug. So Zach's going to come out, but I think the cool thing about having Zach here, for me anyways, is that Zach helped his mom build the school with a gimbal, which is, you put your cell phone on this gimbal, and very, very simple, organic way of promoting their brand via social media. And that's what you need. A lot of you guys cannot afford the type of money you're dishing out for social media. And if you learn to do it well yourself on a shoestring budget, which Zach has done with his mom's school very successfully, then you'll be able to succeed in that area of your business. And it's one that is a necessity. It really is. And Zach's going to give you a very fundamental breakdown on how to achieve that. So I'm grateful for that. So Zach will be there as well. He'll be doing a small presentation at It's Time Live Believe. But of course, Sam on Saturday is going to dole out several hours of how to invest. And right now, it's a buyer's market. The market is down, the market is low. And while people are running and selling at a loss, smart investors are holding tight. They're buying a little at this rock bottom prices. And that, I believe, accumulates to wealth. I've been with Sam for about 3 years now, and he's done wonders for me. He'll be out here live and in person, not like last year at It's Time Live. Cool? All right. So what is today all about? Today is all about community events. It is. Let me see if I can find that slide. Right. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I will. I promise. There it is. Community events that matter, right? Look at that for a moment. Community events that matter. Put it in the comments. Tell me what that means to you. What does that mean to you? Community events that matter. And I'm going to try to find you guys here at Facebook so I can look at this feed and make sure that I'm answering your questions. Nam Win Kim. That's a new name. Hey, welcome, Master Nam. Welcome. Roundhouse Creative is the name of Zach's company. And Zach will be here, and I'm grateful to promote him. He just helped redo my logo. We just tightened it up. We cleaned it up. He worked with resilient martial arts. He's worked with a bunch of different people in the industry already. And I dig Zach. He's an early adopter. I love his creativity. And this is not directed at Zach for a moment. Okay. What I lack in money, I make up for with creativity. That's what I loved about startup companies working. You got to work smart, but when you're young in a business, creativity is vital when you have limited financial resources. So I really believe Zach's going to help that small school owner achieve just that, right? On a shoestring budget. So for me, that's powerful. Who else is here? Jason put events that so you are investing in your community. Exactly. And that's the whole mindset I want you to take, folks, is I think the big challenge with it, let me see if I can find that slide. There are all these slides, but they don't let me reword them. Position them. What is your ROI on caring, right? Gary Vee has said that. It's been said so many different ways. What is your ROI on caring? What is it? Right? That's hard to quantify. And my challenge, and here's a prime example. All right. We had open house at one of the elementary schools. First year, I thought it'd be brilliant because all these families are here for open house. The kids, need to be in this gym. The parents, everything starts in this big rec room, right? And the principal does a speech, PTA does a speech, yada, yada, yada. Then boom, people go off to the classrooms, right? But the kids are pretty much contained. So we said, can we bring the cotton candy machine? And we did. We didn't sell anything. We had brochures and stuff sitting there, but it wasn't like, you want cotton candy? I must listen to my sales speech. Nothing like that. And that's what I think is awful about timeshares. Get 3 days with us, right? And 4 nights. And you go down and they make you sit through a 3-hour, presentation. I think it sucks. I've always thought it sucks. So I want to make sure that at this event, we did just that. We served. So first year was just us. Second year at this open house, we had some ring company. We had a kids orthodontist and somebody else. Next year, they were all gone. You know why? Because they looked at that event is what is my ROI? What is my return on investment? And for us, it's simply about positioning our business as a business that gives back to the community and a business that cares. Because as the saying goes, nobody cares what you know until they know that you care. That's it. That's it. So I'm going to ask you to move from that fixed mindset and move into more of a investment mindset, a growth mindset, as one would say. How many times you do those events for somebody you work for and they ask you, how many leads did you get? Put it in the comments, whoever got that. How many leads did you get today? How many trials did you sign up? That I think is the wrong approach. It is. It's like, and I use it all the time because I'm passionate about the relationship, right? It's like going into a nightclub and you're a guy and you know it, right? You watch that guy in the nightclub because I was a DJ for 15 years. So I DJed in these clubs. And you watch this guy. He goes from girl to girl, table to table. He doesn't want to dance with any one particular girl. He simply wants to pick up. So he plays the numbers game. You want to dance? No. You want to dance? No. You want to dance? No. I think that's appalling. Just you got 4 girls sitting at a table together and this guy comes up and she thinks you're asking me to dance. And then she says no. And he has everybody else to dance, right? Think about that. Right. And we've all been there. Anyone ever been there? Raise your hand. I have. So I want to be mindful of that. And so when we do these events, we never focus on collecting leads. We do things like win a $100 Visa gift card, put your name and number into this box, something of that nature I'm cool with, or win a free week of camp or win a premium birthday party. I'm cool with that. And then it's your choice. It's your choice. But if you have to give me your name and number to get a balloon animal or get my name and number to get cotton candy, that's not cool. It's like, again, being in a bar and saying, hey, can I buy you a drink? Great. If you want this drink, you have to give me your phone number. Doesn't it seem silly when I put it in that context? Right? It simply does. Right? It simply does. And if you're thinking about relationships, then I believe your mindset might shift. Because remember, a lot of that mindset, what is your ROI, is all sales-based thinking. We are not salesmen, right? We are a small business that wants to invest in our community, that wants to give back to our community, that wants to show that we are part of this community. And more important, we want to show that this community matters to us. It matters to us. And that's why when we wrote our purpose statement, we went from we are one, a team, a family, and we ended up we are one, a community dedicated to serving you in every moment to live your best life. That is our purpose statement. It took us like a year to finally embrace that community was going to be the word. So we're not even a business, we're a community. Right? It's very organic. It's very grassroots, and it shows that we're part of, which to me is powerful. And our definition of community is people working together to make life better. Yep. So go figure. All right. James already scheduled 2 back-to-school nights with our cotton candy machine. There you go, sir. Excellent. And as you come on aboard, I see a lot of people sitting there. Say hi. Right? Be part of this thing. I love giving shout outs. To me, it makes me really, really happy. So what is your ROI on caring? It's you can't even put any kind of measurement on that. So going back to that back to school night, the open house, next year, nobody was there but us again. And every year, these several elementary schools call us up. They count on us. They trust we're going to come out there with a cotton candy machine and we're going to serve it up to the kids. We do it for several elementary schools, and they trust that because remember, we're investing in relationships. Write this down. I'm not into leads. I'm not into trials. I'm not into students. I am into relationships. So I'm willing to take that time and go through the different steps it takes to earn your trust. And if I can do that, if and when they are ready for martial arts, we are right at the top of the list, right? Our Warriors won the NBA Finals last night. Go Warriors, right? What does Chase Center, where they play, have anything to do with the Warriors? That sense of co-branding is powerful. So if you can co-brand with the elementary schools in your community, powerful. I've been talking a lot about this realtor in the Millbrae community, Deason. His name's Deason. I don't want to say his last name wrong, so I'm just going to leave you with his first name. This guy donated $20,000 at the Millbrae Educational Foundation event. Man, that was just, you thought that was it. Next thing you know, this guy purchased the new scoreboards on the baseball fields. And it says right above it, Deason Realty, right? And then he recently bought 100 lawn chairs and gave them out to all the parents. And on the backside, what does it say? Deason Realty. That's powerful. That's powerful. Now he has a much bigger budget, but what he's doing is he's branding by putting his brand on the minds and the eyes of everybody out there. Every time someone looks at that scoreboard to see what the score is in the game, what are they going to see? His name, right? Just like at Chase Center. When I go watch the Warriors game, I look up at the scoreboard. What do I see? Chase Center. It's brilliant. And it's nothing new. It's just we simply don't adopt that because we're too busy fixated on, well, what's my ROI in this event? How many leads did I get? How many trials did I sign up? It's so outdated. It's so outmoded thinking. And I'm going to call it out because it's just yucky. You guys with the little wheel that you spin, it's lame. Can I say that? It's lame. It's lame. We're done with it. We're done with it. Get a balloon twister in your booth, right? Get a cotton candy machine. Get a bubble machine. Get somebody to face paint. Do, tattoos with your logo on it, right? We have those tattoos for One Martial Arts. Give things to kids that are creating experiences. When we dole out cotton candy, somebody said to me, why don't we just make it beforehand and put it in plastic bags? No, no, no. It is the experience of this little kid looking over like this, watching you make something for them, right? With your own hands, serving it to them. That is the experience I'm talking about. It's a lot of these new restaurants that are out there. You see them a lot in Virginia. We have them a lot in San Francisco, where the kitchen is completely open. Who's been to a restaurant like that recently, where the kitchen is completely open and that you see your food being prepped for you? Anybody? Hey, Karen, I love you. It's my cousin Karen. She's there. I love you, Karen. I miss you. Herman, Ricardo. What's up, Ricardo? Lots of people there say hi, right? So that type of movement, I think, is powerful. Most recently, I know this is a little off subject, but, one of my people who've come to It's Time, I tell people, put your schedule on your website. Put a link directly to the trials. Put a link directly to the memberships. Do not make them opt in so you can throw them into some email flow they don't want to see or hear to begin with, right? Now, we do that responsibly. As soon as you opt in, if you choose to opt in, you get a text with the schedule, the trial link, and the prices. Because aren't those the three dominant questions? What's your schedule? Is there some way to try it out? And how much is it? Why not answer those three questions? Well, because you must sell benefits, benefits, benefits. They've done that work. They've probably looked at your reviews. They've probably looked at the landing page. They've looked at your Facebook. They've done a bunch of things before they ever decided to opt in. And they've Googled. So they're already in that headspace. I want to sign up for martial arts, right? They're in that mindset. So they're primed. So I said that to Jim and Connie Genter. I said, well, I wanted to see how the Market Muscles website behaved for a year. I wanted 1 year of data, but now we're going back. We will put our schedule right there. No link. The schedule will be right there on the page. We'll also put a link, though, because it gets a little crowded, with a link directly for one free trial class. And there'll be a link to view memberships. No opt-in, none of that. That way they can have the information to make an educated buying guess. You feel me? So it's the same thing here. When we talk about community events that matter, I want to go into that community. And I simply want to say we're part of it. That's it. Long and short. No hidden agenda. None of it. None of it. None of it. So we're very mindful when we do these events, and it's so much less pressure on the team. So we actually have a better dialogue with people because they're not dealing with this standing in the aisle, blocking people as they walk by with a clipboard going, hi, how you doing? You want to sign up? I'm not here to sign up. I remember going to a movie premiere, a martial arts movie, and I had some demo team in the lobby, and this freaking guy, they literally were blocking the way between the concession and into the movie theater. And I'm trying to get around because we just want to get kettle corn, a bottle of water, and go sit down and watch the movie. We had no mindset to be sold martial arts classes. We had no mindset to do any of that. Yet they literally, took over this lobby area, and it made it difficult. It was not a good experience, right? I got little kids with me. We want to get our damn popcorn, our water, and sit down. So you see where I'm going with this? I don't go to a fair to have you sell me stuff. I don't. Especially if it's at an elementary school and it's a family fun event. I am not there for that. Give me something fun. Give me fish in the water. I can use a little, fishing line with a magnet and win a prize. Give me stuff like that. Stuff my kids are engaged. You feel me? Anybody with me on that? Who gets that? Jason Smith, it's all about the experience you give, not what you get. Absolutely. Just had Market Muscles change that today. Good. Good. I'm glad you guys are action takers. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, James. So we clear on that? All right. And please put your questions in there, people. Put your questions in there. I see a lot of people sitting there. Say hi. Can I give you a plug? Can I give you a plug and a shout out? Bill Guac. Hey, Bill. What's happening, sir? All right. So we want to look to fulfill needs. Last week, I was at the ProMac International event, and I was speaking on maximizing the student experience. And I use Maslow's hierarchy of needs, okay? And really understanding if they view you as a need versus a want, which is an extracurricular activity, et cetera, everything changes, right? I need air. I want a new Tesla, right? If I don't have air, I'm not driving that Tesla. So that very base, imagine if you were as important as food to somebody. Imagine if you were as important as air or water. Imagine that. Powerful, right? So look to fulfill people's needs. So if you just simply look at the community that you're in, what are some of the needs that need to be filled? Put it in there, right? And in Maslow's theory, you know, they were talking about people need to feel validated, right? Validation is super important, and they want to feel like they belong. And, you know, if you're walking through a fair and this person's standing there in the aisle with a clipboard and they go, my friend, this is a standard sales one, right? Everybody with a kiosk in the shopping mall, right? Remember the Dead Sea salt people? You remember those people when they were in the mall? They always start their conversation with, my friend. I'm not your friend. You don't even know my name. But they feel they're going to make an emotional connection if they say my friend. I find it pretty tough, right? That's not a great way to start a conversation. So to be able to present something where this kid's running into your booth because the bubble machine attracts them, you're playing cool music like everything is awesome. They see the cotton candy. And you know what's so cool about the cotton candy? When they come up and go, well, how much for that? It's absolutely complimentary of who? One Martial Arts, right? You've got a face painter. You got a mascot dancing around. I mean, you want to create a kid-friendly environment. And all I want to do is be a kid magnet. Right. And once they're in that booth, I want to taint that experience by saying, yep, you want cotton candy? You must give me your name and your email and your phone number. Absolutely not. I simply don't. And I won't. And I'm going to drill that one home. So if you're at an event like that, right, think about community events that matter. What would be some of the needs people would need to be fulfilled? Okay. Think about that and put that in the comments. All right. One of the things we're big on is sports team sponsor. We sponsor a couple of little league teams. Now, I don't know, it was $800, $1,000, but our name is on the back of every one of their uniforms, right? So roughly we figured between all the baseball games, softball games in the season, all of that, we're exposed to about 5,000 people. And some of them repeat. So I'm not talking about 5,000 of the same people, 5,000 different people that see us several times throughout a season. We have a banner that hangs up on the field, right? Every year they put a new banner based upon the sponsors. Our name is up there. And we're co-branded with some really cool brands. I think even Jamba Juice sponsored one of the teams. Super cool, right? So we get that as well. That kid wears that uniform after the game. Where do they go? Jamba Juice, Starbucks, pizza, whatever, grab food for dinner. So they wear this thing all the time. So there's a lot of exposure and that type of subliminal marketing. It's hard to quantify for a lot of people, but it goes with its merits. That's why Chase Center is Chase Center for the Warriors, right? So it goes on and on and on. So I want you to think about that. And then the thing brilliant about my wife, you know, who's taught me a lot about community-based marketing is one day she said, hey, we're going to go bring snack bags to our Little League team. So she makes snack bags with fruit snacks and nuts and and we get the wagon, we fill it up. Of course, we're all wearing One Martial Arts gear, right? And we go there and cheer on our team. And after, what do? We give out these snack bags and we take a team picture with the team. What do I do with the team picture? I use it for social media posts, naturally, right? What do the other teams see? Wow, they didn't just slap their name on the back of this uniform. They actually came out here and supported our team. They took time to make snack bags. And guess what? At the end of the season, we're going to go, hey, let's have a party at One Martial Arts. Dodgeball, pizza. You guys need awards? You need trophies? We'll pay for those too. You see? But we wouldn't taint it by saying, And if you sign up today, no way, they'll come to our school. We have pizza, dodgeball games, board breaking. The coach gets up there, makes his speech with this really nice sound system. He gives out all these trophies, and he's given us lots of kudos. So you could simply give money, right? Or you can take it the full distance. That's if I've got that slide, because I want you to see. Okay, great. Because it's services, time, and money. So see how we rolled all of that up into one, right? So money, we gave money to sponsor this Little League team. Time, we took time to go out there, support the team, right? And give them those snack bags. Services, we offered up our school for them to come into and do their end of the season party, trophies, pizza, everything courtesy of One Martial Arts. That really is all the different touch points we could exhaust in that event. You with me? Everybody with me on that? Who's with me? Okay. Let me see who else is offering some. Yeah, and Jason, that's a good one. He's saying, even if we were unable to sponsor a team, hypothetically, let's say you can't do that. Well, here's another great event. They normally, with the different Little League teams and soccer teams, they have like a big parade. They introduce all the teams and the managers, and it's all done on this field. And that's when they do picture day for those teams. I'm sure we all have kids. They've all been there, right? All the teams come to this one big baseball field. They're going to march through and parade, and everybody introduces every team. And then they take a group picture with a professional photographer there. Well, guess what? It's a warm day. We have the cotton candy machine set up, and we have free bottles of water that have been wrapped with One Martial Arts, right? Good luck on an amazing season, courtesy of One Martial Arts, sponsor of the Mischief, baseball team or whatever. You feel me? So anytime you're deciding to do an event, always look at those three things: services, time, and money. Services, time, and money. How can you really not take advantage, but really serve that event completely? So services at a silent auction is a big one. Everybody has silent auctions at their school. Spaghetti feed with a silent auction, crab feed with a silent auction, right? Those happen all the time. So you go, first thing I do when we get there is we take a look at what's on the table. And most of the martial arts schools in our community donate 2 weeks of free martial arts classes and a t-shirt or uniform. Lame. Self-serving, recruiting new students. Lame. Did I say that? Lame. If you're doing that, I encourage you to stop it now. Okay? That one, nobody bid on it. You know why? It doesn't fulfill a need, because they don't have a need for it right now. They don't. We believe they do, but they don't, because if they felt the need, they'd be Googling you. Okay? We have 1 week of camp valued at $450. Parents have a need for summer camps always. And if they can buy a $450 camp for a $200 bid all day, every day, right? A premium birthday party. Some of you do amazing birthday parties. That could be one. Just don't saturate yourself with too many free ones, because then it cannot be cost effective over time. The brilliant one my wife came up with was 5 personal training sessions for you and I think it was 5 or 10 friends. So we're going to run a kickboxing class privately. We're going to schedule and run 5 kickboxing classes privately. That got a great bid too. You see where I'm going with that? We were looking for how to fulfill people's needs versus our sales goals. Okay. Now, time, that's a standard, right? I'm working with one of my clients at Zenith Martial Arts. They become part of the Chamber of Commerce, the Rotary Club. They're donating time. I think this weekend they're working at a fair where they're going to be in the children's booth, and they're simply going to support it, wearing their Zenith Martial Arts gear, but they have no booth. They have no table. They're simply supporting the event. That's powerful. That's powerful. Classic example. My wife said, hey, throw on your One Martial Arts hoodie. You're going to go out and substitute. There's nobody there to do the crossing guard thing at our daughter's school. You're going to do it today. Great. One Martial Arts hoodie. I'm out there with a couple of stop signs. I did this gig, right? Thank you. Hello to so many people, students, parents, people we know in the community. Hi, how you doing? Doing all. And then later on, there was a social media post from a mom that said, wow, here's the owner of One Martial Arts taking time out of his busy day to make sure our children are safe. You can't buy that type of press. Wasn't my intent, but you see the result? Do the right thing, and the potential is unlimited. Make it always self-serving about you and what's my ROI, and you will always lose. You will always lose. Okay? Yep. Yeah, and absolutely, Jason. When you sponsor that type of event, of course, you have the opportunity to do a live talk when you have the soccer team or baseball team in your school. Absolutely. They're going to earn life skills badges all day long. It's a captive audience. Parents, kids, trophies, food, breaking boards, dodgeball, life skills, awarding badges, just like you would at a buddy day, or anything like that. And then that parent walks out going, wow, they didn't just slap their name on the back of my kid's uniform. They really care. Now, do I want to taint that by going, yes, and you got to sign up today? No freaking way. No way. But we have brochures and stuff out. It's always there. People are always asking. They're always asking. If you create an emotional connection and you show general interest in them, they're going to show general interest in you. Cool. Time, of course, there's so many different ways to do that. Money. We donate, I don't know, 8 to 10,000 a year in different projects and things into the Millbrook Educational School District all the time. We do. And so that's powerful as well. All right. Let me take a deep breath. I'll get to that one in a minute. Okay. Right. And this is really what I'm saying, folks. Okay. You have to learn to give without expecting anything in return. There's nothing better in this world than to simply give because you love to give. It's the right thing to do. And when you give without expecting anything in return, I think you might be pleasantly surprised. I really, really do. And we're proof of that time and time again. In our community, people tell us, man, One Martial Arts are such givers. And we are. And people know who we are organically. And of course, when I am the virtual auctioneer for the Millbrae Lions Club and we're raising tens of thousands of dollars, that's a good day. We donate our facility to that event as well, and we facilitate it. The Millbrae Educational Foundation, I was the auctioneer live at the event. What type of FaceTime is that? That's a lot of FaceTime. And if I have this talent to speak and I can get up there on the mic and help them raise money, why not? Plus, it saved them money. They were paying some professional auctioneer, I don't know, $1,500 or something crazy. Okay. So I saved them money there and I helped them raise more money because I know the people in the community. You see where I'm going with this? So if you simply give without expecting anything in return, the potential is unlimited. But what do we have to do? Think about what people need. All right. So here's one that's really big for us. The Labor Day Festival. Now, you guys know me. I'm big on location. By coincidence, outside our front door, every year, Labor Day weekend is all of the kids' rides for a two-day event where they have food, bands, booths. I mean, it goes for like 5 blocks. They close off the streets, 5 blocks. And one of it's all these children's activities. Right out our freaking front door is a giant slide, all these carnival rides. It's just crazy, right? But again, location. So as we used to walk this event with our children before we even had One Martial Arts there, I said, what is the number one need? None of the businesses want anybody to use the bathroom in their facility. None. I understand why, but none. Okay? Is going to the bathroom a need? Abso-freaking-lutely. Do I want to go on a porta potty if I'm a mom with a little kid? No, absolutely not. Do I want to change a baby in the stroller in the hot sun? No, I do not. Right? There's nowhere for me to take a load off my feet. There's just vendors. Nowhere to sit, nowhere to eat, nothing. So outside our front door is a bubble machine. Outside our front door is music. We have a microphone setup. Out front, our front door is a cotton candy machine, but inside is the magic. Everybody can use our bathroom. They can use our baby changing tables. They can sit down with their kids in an air-conditioned place. The kids can do arts and crafts, coloring sheets, dodgeball. Every 15 minutes, we change activity. 15 minutes of dodgeball, 15 minutes of family fun, 15 minutes of confidence building course, 15 minutes of board breaking. and just on throughout the whole day. And parents come to us. We are the oasis in all this craziness, right? It's not by coincidence they start at one end of this thing, walk through all the booths, food, end up at the children's section. They've been in the hot sun for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Boom, they come in fully air conditioned, one martial arts and chill. And we do it year after year, and it's a huge success, right? I do have a clear acrylic ballot box that said, if you'd like to win a $100 Visa gift card, put in your name right here. And now we're going to scan a QR code and capture it through my studio, right? That's a done day because QR codes are so acceptable. So we'll capture their information that way. And we will, outside at the cotton candy machine, give away a $100 Visa gift card. When? One at 1 o'clock, one at 3 o'clock, prime hours. We'll do it for both days. $400 investment. Who knows how many leads I'll capture if that is your goal. But do you see where I'm going with this? We're looking at needs fulfilled. They're dishing out money all day long for this, for this, for this, for this. And they come to the oasis of One Martial Arts to get free cotton candy. We even have bottles of water, right? So it all happens. And that's what I'm sharing with you. And this Labor Day festival, huge for us every year. And we have a demo team up on the stage. But again, with your demo team, I'm going to talk to you that for 1 sec. I think it's important to have your rock stars, right? Doing the tornado kicks and all that. But please front load that event with an excellent kids class. You know what it's like to have 20, 30 parents with their kids down below doing really cool activities together, interacting. Powerful. Anytime you can make the audience the star of the show, everything changes. Anytime you're self-serving, look at me, I'm a rock star, bad day, bad day, bad day. And then, of course, we encourage our white belts, our yellow belts, right? Our year one students. We want them in the demo. They will not have a perfect front kick. But you know what you do? You're investing in that relationship. You're strengthening your community, right? Somebody said that, well, that yellow belt wasn't very good. They're a freaking yellow belt. But you know what's really good? The confidence it took for them to get up on that stage. And of course, we're on a microphone. This is 6-year-old John. He's only been with us a month. Isn't it amazing how he's up here on this stage in front of all of you? Give him a big hand for his confidence. See? So I think that shift in the mindset is phenomenal to get you to sign up. Right? That's where you see more and more modeling agencies. They want real people. They're tired of the 6-foot-tall, 100-pound model. It's just not the only thing out there anymore. There's so much more diversity. There's so much more going on. And I think it's important to embrace that. And we need to see that. Cool? Keep your questions coming in, folks. I love them. I love them. If you're here hanging out, let me know that you're here. Tell me who you are, and let me give you a shout out. Okay, what slide did I miss? Did I miss any of the slides? Nope. I think I covered them all, right? One more. And this was a big one. And this came out of my wife. Again, a need. All right. We're talking about needs now. This is super powerful. All right. I remember when our kids went to kindergarten, we didn't know any of the parents because we had no idea who was coming into this new elementary school for kindergarten, right? The majority anyways. And the kids didn't know each other. So my wife, in her brilliance, again, I can't take credit for this. She said, let's do a pre-K kinder meet and greet at our school. Wow. Unique opportunity for the parents to meet other parents in that elementary school that are going into pre-K and kinder, as well as for the kids to meet, right? Okay, great. Open the doors, serve some pizza, blah, blah, blah. No. It's early afternoon. Schedule it right after the kids' nap. That's another one. See, we understand the needs. Kids have the needs to take a nap at that age, right? They all do. So when do they nap? Normally right after lunch till about 2:30. Do the event from 3 to 4:30. But at this event, are they ready for pizza and stuff? No. So again, my wife in her brilliance, we had power bars. We had juice boxes. We had small bottles of water, right? We had fruit. I think we had fresh fruit, something like that. And I just thought, wow, that's just brilliant. It's just freaking brilliant. There's no way I give my wife a lot of credit for these things because they teach me how a mom thinks, right? It teaches me how a mom thinks, right? Okay. So that's when you should be mining right now. Go to the PTA president of every elementary school and offer this event. Why? Because the PTA president for that elementary school wants to meet all of the incoming parents for pre-K and kinder, all of them. All of them, all of them, all of them, because they can invite them to be part of the PTA. Are you with me? Who's with me? Who's getting this? Who's getting this? That's why I'm saying community events that matter, not serve you and your freaking ROI, that matter to the community, that really show that you care. Okay. So going a step further on that, on that meet and greet, the thing is now designing drills and skills so these kids can meet each other. See the scenario. Kids are standing on 2 rows of dots, right? They're all facing this way first. All right. Who could say confidence, sir? Confidence, sir. And confidence means to believe in yourself. What does confidence mean? To believe in yourself, sir. Awesome. And to believe in yourself, you never give up. You always do your best and you love to work really, really hard, sir. Okay. We're going to do something that's really hard right now. So let's practice saying our name. Everybody say, hi, my name is, and then you fill it in. Okay. I'll go first and show you. Hi, my name is Professor Beliso. Okay. You guys go. Ready? Hi, my name is Johnny, Mary, Susan. They do that gig. Then guess what? The front row turns and faces the second row. Okay. Now it's going to be something hard. You have to introduce yourself to the child off from, opposite you. Parents, you got to lead by example. Okay. And you introduce yourself to that parent across from you. They do that a couple of times. Then we rotate to the left and they do it with a new set of kids and parents. And they rotate again. They do it in other kids. You see where I went with that? I took a life skill from Kids Love Life Skills, which showed the value, but I turned it into something that fulfills a need. We're creating opportunities for these kids to meet each other. And they're learning to say their name. How powerful is that? And you want to seal the deal? And when you walk into Stanford University for the interview for the scholarship, please stand with confidence like that and say your name with confidence. Boom, done. We are now an investment for your child. Come on, somebody give me some kudos here. Anybody getting this? Who's getting this? Put it in the comments. Because, people, I've had it. People have criticized me for those cotton candy machines. Even borderline, you're the devil, you're giving kids diabetes. I mean, it's been that extreme. But you know what? Cotton candy at movie in the park, back to school, soccer, opening. It's awesome. It's freaking awesome. And little sugar's not going to kill anybody. Life is a balance. Life is a balance, right? Life is a balance. So then you cultivate all these different drills and skills that offer that. Teamwork is another one in Excellent Kids, right? Okay, I'm going to hold the pad for you. You kick it 10 times and you hold it for me. And I get to kick it 10 times because good teammates always share and take turns. Teammates always do what? Share and take turns. So we're awarding these badges and they're going on the kids' t-shirts. I don't have to sell you anything. If you believe these are of value, if and when you're ready for martial arts, you come to us. You come to us. And then towards the end, we offer a time when the parents go in the back, right? And they sit together. We keep the kids on the mat and they play so these parents can meet and greet. And they're having little things, apple cider, whatever the case may be. They're going to do that together. And guess what? Fulfill the need of the PTA. That PTA president's going to get up there and give them their little speech, right? And they're going to ask them to sign up, right? And there you go. So we fulfilled the need of the PTA. We fulfilled the need of the incoming parents and families for pre-K and kinder. See, that was my wife's idea. And it was to fulfill a need, not how many new students we can get out of this. You see, I'm very passionate about this. Not a little bit. I'm very passionate about this because I think much of the marketing that's out there, what they give us in the martial arts industry, it's lame and backwards. How in the hell can spinning this little wheel that's going to win me some glow chucks, glow in the dark nunchucks that you won't give me right there because I have to come to your school to get it so you can have a captured audience in your school and sell me on lessons. How is that a good experience? It's not. But if I come up to your booth and the bubble machine's blowing, you're doling out free cotton candy, you got kid-friendly music playing, you have a coloring table so my parents can take a break and I color a life skill sheet on focus, you have a balloon twister, you have Kung Fu Panda dancing, I don't think we've missed anything. How about some bottles of water on ice if it's a hot day? Sure, all of the above. Or you could put the spinny wheel there and try to manipulate the situation so you can get leads from people that never wanted to sign up to begin with. Think long game. Think investment, right? Right now, the stock market's down. Am I freaked out? No, because I'm in it for the long haul. I've been in the stock market through the mortgage crisis. I've been through it through the pandemic. I've been through it through the .com. What goes up must come down. But guess what it does again? It goes back up. See, that's the difference between a true entrepreneur, right? The wheel, and I have seen the money win funnel. Yeah. Those banks use them because they're lame. There's no creativity. They put that damn wheel out there, and but is that your brand? It's not. Do I think cotton candy is part of my brand? Yep, because I'm fulfilling a need, right? It is. I mean, I think it's night and day. But again, that's just me. And when I walk up and down these festivals that we're at, what does everybody have? The spinny wheel. But I think somebody talked about, that might have been Marco Mazzola. He said, here's our booth, and we have a line out the door. You have a captured audience. And believe me, I've walked through that line that's 30 deep for cotton candy going, hey, folks, I'm Brannon Beliso of One Martial Arts. Just want to say, we apologize. The line is a little long, but we're doing our best for you, right? Awesome, everybody. Live your best life. So connecting with people like that, we're giving you free cotton candy and we're apologizing for a long line. That type of connection. Marco said it. I had this long line of people we could interact with. The karate school, couple of tables over. What did they have? The freaking spinny wheel and a rebreakable board. Get rid of that thing. I don't want to give you a rebreakable board. That's like freaking, virtual reality. Break the damn board, give them the board, let them take it home as a souvenir, show it off to their grandparents and whoever else. I broke a board, right? Back it up with the life skills badge like focus, give them the student parent handout for focus and the coloring sheet. And of course, give them your brochure and their call to action. Boom, done. But you see, I'm very passionate about this because I witness this all the time. My friend did a opening of a movie and he said he got 800 leads. And out of the 800 leads, and he spent thousands of dollars to be in this position at this movie theater, right? 800 leads, something like 300 people signed up for trials. 10 of them showed up and like 2 people actually signed up because I wasn't there. I wasn't there to begin with for martial arts lessons, right? I wasn't there for that purpose. Simply, I was not. It's no different than that car they have sitting there. Fill out this thing and you can win the car. They don't even man that booth. You just leave the car there with a kiosk and you fill out this form and you're going to win this car. No, you're not. They're going to take your information and sell it to somebody to put on a mailing list for everything out there. That's the purpose of that. They never give out a car. Never, never, ever, never, ever, ever. Okay. So are we clear about this now? Are we there? Right? Are we there? All right. Hey, start putting your questions in. We got a few minutes left of the show. And while you do that, of course, I'm going to make my plugs now because they're more than plugs. I think they're life-changing events you should be a part of. Where's Brannon going to be? Monamica B, Monday, July 18th, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Breakfast with Brannon, up close and personal with me. We're going to dig deep. We have a 9-course meal. As I shared, it's right off the monorail that goes to the convention center if you go into the Super Show. It also goes to all the major resorts. I'm out there for my son's basketball tournament. What a great coincidence, right? Just works out. So if you want to come and spend the morning with me, I think the Super Show opens up in the afternoon at like 2 or 3 o'clock. Come have a 9-course meal with me. I'll fill your bellies, I'll fill your mind, and we'll spend some quality time together and really answer some of the hard questions to inspire you to create your version of success, or better yet, get moving from that fixed mindset. I spoke to a guy the other day and he has, 20 students or something, and he has perfect retention and everything. I said, sir, I'm not sure where you're getting your data from, but 20 students after all this time is not a good number unless that's your version of success. And he worked a day job. So it was, right? He didn't care. He worked a day job. Okay, that's fine. So come hang out. We scan that QR code right now. Get signed up right now. If you go into the Super Show and you want to start the day off right, hang out with me at Monamica B. Cool. And then, of course, as I shared, It's Time Live Believe. We only have 6 spots left for the 4-day experience. Ask anybody who's here. Reach out to people that have attended the event. Marco Mazzola, Jason Smith, Monique, Washington Jones, Andre Mavis in Germany, Kim Herzog, Germany, Sasha in Germany. There's so many people. Liam Richards in England. People come from all over the world to spend the 4 days with me. It's a small event. It's an intimate event and worth every penny that you will invest into that. Cool. And of course, I said Zach Connolly's our newest ad for that event, add on for that event, because Zach Connolly from Roundhouse Creative is going to really teach you, the small school owner on a shoestring budget, how to maximize your social media presence. That's real information. It's the information you need from a young upstart and a disruptor. I love it. I love it. I love it. And of course, my wisdom program, I'm wrapping it up. It's been 6 months, super intense. I'm going to take a break, but come September, I'm going to visit taking on people again for wisdom. Ask anybody here. It's a big investment financially, time-wise. And if you're not ready to do the work, don't invest. You got to do the work. And that's the big thing. Cool? Cool. And as I double back and shared, Sam will be my special guest at It's Time Live Believe. We're going to get 4 hours in person this time with Sam. And Sam, as I shared, the reason I think he's such a disruptor, one school owner, 100 plus students, he is a multi-millionaire. He took the money he made, he invested it via the market over decades and decades and decades, and he knows what he's doing. I've worked with Sam for several years now, and it's increased my bottom line tremendously in my retirement, creating that financial freedom that comes with passive income like investing. Cool. All right. So what's left? Any burning desires? Any questions? Put them in. Ricardo, I just did a live talk on confidence similar to that this past week, but you just gave me some new pointers. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right, folks. So if you don't have any questions, I'm going to wrap this up early before I hop into a wisdom client. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody's shout outs and hi. Jason Swanson, what's happening, sir? Hope you're still there. Jason. Did I miss anybody? All right. Hey, so as you can see, for me personally, I am super passionate about community events that matter. But I really understand that if I only focus on my ROI, if I only focus on what's in it for me, if I only focus on how many trials do I get, I'm going to miss the boat on the most valuable opportunity. And that is to invest in creating long-lasting, sustainable, growth-oriented relationships. That doesn't happen in a day. It doesn't happen in one event. It happens over time. And if all you want is a quick fix and instant gratification, then go spend $1,000 a month on social media. Gurus out there, they're going to yield you a bunch of leads, but who knows? Who knows? And that's just me. That's only me. And it's no slight on anybody out there. God bless you, the people out there that do social media for a living. That's your gig, that's your space, that's your race. But for me as a small business owner, I am the storyteller of my business. And I want to encourage you to become that storyteller. I want you to become that person in the community, the go-to when they want to sponsor a Little League team, the go-to when they want you to stand in the crosswalk, the go-to that's going to serve food at the spaghetti feed, the go-to when the Girl Scouts need a self-defense workshop, the go-to to count on to donate money to get a new computer in a school, the go-to. Cool? All right. Hey, I'm Brannon Beliso. Thank you to my sponsors one more time. Make sure I don't forget them. Market Muscles, Kids Love Life Skills, My Studio, and LC Accounting. I love all of you. Hey, I'm Brannon Beliso. This is Success Never Sleeps until we get together again. What are you going to go out there and do? Live your best life.